Well, hello and welcome, everyone. Welcome to the Black Entrepreneurs Institute. That's going to be the last time I say that. But welcome to BEI Live. I am excited to be here with you tonight. I am Cedric LaFleur. You know me, the king of schools, king of assessments, king of business, and just king. and uh, so I'm
Look,
excited to be here with you tonight.
Nicole.
Bow
Let's get the bow
down.
but I'm excited to be here with you tonight. We have a lot to share with you tonight. A lot of updates, exciting news, new direction, all of that type stuff. So welcome to July 18th, 2023. We're excited about this new direction. And we're going to be announcing some things tonight because we plan to help entrepreneurs in many ways. And tonight we're going to discuss how we're going to do that going forward. So I'm your co-founder, Cedric LaFleur, and I'm here with my business partner and fellow BEI co-founder, Dr. Nicole Rankin, aka Dr. Nick.
Yes.
And also we have the great Angela Hooper Minifield, the queen of airplanes.
I'll be on one in the morning.
Right. That part.
So are you ladies ready for a great show tonight?
I am beyond ready. I have, we don't do these as frequently as we used to, but I can say without reservation, I'm really excited about tonight.
I am too. I'm excited. I've been hearing some gossip in the cyber streets. And I know that this is the day that many people have been waiting for. So I'm excited. I am excited about this one.
Yes. There's a whole lot of stuff out there. Hey, I'm leaving BEI. We're going to talk about that tonight. Angela's leaving, and we're going to talk about that tonight. But before we get started, I need the audience to go get your cup, right? Because we're going to fill it up with a lot of tea tonight. And I want, I already have my tea. So I want to make sure you have yours, right? So go ahead and get your cup and come on back. Now, tonight, we're going to talk about our outlook moving forward. The last several years has been awesome. It's been fun. It's been fast paced. It's been exciting. We've helped a lot of people. And we're going to continue to help a lot of people grow. Now, we've helped a lot of people not only grow themselves, but grow their business, their thinking, their ability to take action. I always say take action right now. But we want to do more. We believe and we know we have the capacity to do more. So tonight we're going to talk about how we do more. Now, there's a mother said to her daughter, "Stop asking so many questions." And she said, "Curiosity killed the cat." Now the little girl was puzzled and she asked her mother, "So what did the cat want to know?" See, questions don't hurt you. They help you thrive. And strategic thinking is essential. So we have to ask ourselves questions. And that is what brings us here tonight, is that strategic thinking. Angela, talk to us about where we're going in the strategic thinking process.
So, Cedric, one of the things I love most about what we have done since 2020, by the way, so 3.5 years with BEI, is we have modeled the things that we teach. And we teach people to, hold the magnifying glass up and revisit, who they serve, why they serve, and their mission, their purpose. And all of these things are strategic thinking. And one of the things you've always been so great about, I remember when we first started working together, you were like, I take the whole month of December off every year to really think into my business and what I want to do. And so we, the founders of BEI, we also meet consistently and we think about strategy. And so it brought us to a point where we decided, you know what? It was time to leave the Black Entrepreneurs Institute. Yeah, it's time.
It's time.
I know, Dr. Nick. I know. And let me say, it's not because it wasn't viable. It wasn't because we don't love, investing in minority-owned businesses, but it was because strategically we began to see that our purpose was very focused and we could take it in another direction to continue to help those we serve while also amplifying that. So, as you know, I could go on and on, and say that we've done a lot of great things, but we are transitioning to a new place, and so effective today, I guess July 18th, 2023, I am so happy and proud to announce that we are transitioning to a new organization. And our name will be BEI, the Business Excellence and Impact Group. So, what is that about? Well, we have a few slides here, and we'll take you through that really quickly. And so, one of the things that we did with BEI, and the purpose of it was we wanted to help educate business owners so that they could have thriving businesses. And for those of you, and I see some of our community on the chat, you participated in what we call the Business Boot Camp for minority business owners. Well, we have now decided that being the BEI, the Business Excellence and Impact Group, we wanted to narrow our focus. So our tagline is we help consultants and coaches connect with their ideal clients to start, grow, and scale their businesses in 60 days. Now, that's our promise. In 60 days, we will take you through starting, growing, and scaling your business. Now, depending on where you are, you may say, yeah, I already got the start part. That's okay. Nothing like a check-in or a tune-up. So as a result, and how we do that through the Business Connection Masterclass. Again, where you will start, grow, and scale your business. Now, I don't know about you guys, but I love a great masterclass. Now, Dr. Nick, I'm going to turn this part over to you because, you're the resident professor in the group, right? So I know you're going to dig just a little bit deeper into what that masterclass looks like and navigate through the rest of those slides.
Absolutely. Well, again, I am excited. Change is always good, and we're going to talk more about how this operates in our business. But let's talk about the masterclass. You've heard us talk about our business boot camp and how we have helped many of entrepreneurs launch their business, get going, but we're going to go a little deeper. So this business training program is the Business Connection Masterclass, because what we realize is that entrepreneurship is better when you are connected. It's all about connecting with the people that you serve, connecting with your clients, connecting with your customer, connecting with other entrepreneurs. It's all about building relationships. So we're going to tell you about that connection piece in the Business Connection Masterclass. And it's built on 3 pillars. The first pillar is start. You got to start. And the second is grow. And I'm going to go into each one of those. So first one is start. The second one is grow. And the third is scale. So let's get in a little bit. I like the details. Everybody know me and who's been through the boot camp know that I'm going to give a whole dissertation on just one little term. Okay, so here it goes. Y'all ready? So when you say start, we're going to start. you got to take the first step. Just like Angela said, it doesn't matter where you are, whether you are thinking about starting a business, you got to start. Whether you are kind of having one foot in, one foot out, you got to start and take that next step. What is that next step? Take the first step, or the steps that carry out an action. So we're going to help you start, no matter where you are, to take you to the next step. And once you start, the next thing is to grow. And to grow means the act or process or a manner of growing, developing, gradual increase. You don't start a business just to stay where you are. You start a business to grow yourself, to grow your income, to grow your client base. So there are processes and ways to do that. So we're going to teach you how to grow, how to gradually increase everything that you do, increase your sales, increase your client base, increase yourself and grow yourself so you can grow your business. And lastly is scale. And scale means to increase revenue at a faster rate than cost. You know, businesses achieve this in a manner of different ways, right? From adopting new technologies to finding gaps in their operations and having that streamline to doing partnerships. So there are many ways to scale your business. And these are the processes and the steps that we want to teach you in our business connection masterclass to help you definitely start, grow, and scale your business no matter where you are. I'm excited. I am excited.
Yes, this is exciting news. Folks in the who's tuned in, whether you're live or you're listening to this later, hey, give us some feedback. I know that I hope you're excited for us as well, right? So now, but before we go a little bit further, I got a bone to pick with somebody in here tonight. All right, since we are talking about newness and all this type stuff. So we have these wonderful new embroidered shirts that my son, Patrick LaFleur, with hashtag billionaire, was the one that put these shirts together. However, how is it that's my son? I'm the last one to know about these shirts, right? I'm driving down the highway and I get a phone call and he says, "Hey, Dad, where are you? I need to get some shirts to you." I was like, "For what?" And he's like, "Well, Miss Angela ordered some shirts and I have them done and blah, blah, blah." I'm like, "Wait a minute, time out. Where's she order these shirts?"
King got to know
Well,
everything.
I don't know.
King got to know everything.
We don't bother the king. We don't bother the king with the detail.
Right.
Oh, that's okay. All right, we're gonna go with that one.
And
All
the
right,
other
I got
time, he
you.
don't want the details.
Exactly. And look, Nicole, I've been trying to give him details.
Right.
Like,
Just get to the point. Where you got some shirts? How about that?
Yes, we do. They're lovely shirts. I love them. Go to #billionaire.net if you want some embroidered shirts or anything embroidered. Patrick LaFleur can take care of you. But tonight, Angela and Dr. Nick have talked about where we're going, where we're headed, and all this type stuff. And now it's BEI, right? So I like that. Say that, BEI. Man, that sounds wonderful. So some people may ask, so why this change? Why this change now? Well, we say, why not change, and why we should change right now. And we're going to talk about that. So, Angela, I'm sure you remember several years ago some companies that changed or didn't change, and they're not relevant today. So give us some examples of that.
oh yes, immediately. One of my favorite stories that I actually tell in my trainings when I'm doing this workshop, I always mention my BlackBerry, right? Because that was one of, if you worked, and the first, handheld device. Anybody else remember the BlackBerry? Where my BlackBerry people at? Y'all in the chat, go ahead. Let us know you had a BlackBerry. But where are they now, right? And then Nokia. I remember my first cell phone was one of those little Nokias, and they're gone. And let's not forget when it comes to social media, before Facebook, y'all remember? Come on now.
Mhm.
MySpace.
Yes.
And then I think the biggest one that everybody remembers, because we do so much now with the streaming and the movies, the one that didn't make it, Blockbuster. And there was a time that you know your life was your driving schedule was predicated around when movies had to be delivered back to Blockbuster and the memberships and all of that. Like, we remember all those things. So yeah,
Yes.
but they didn't pivot. They didn't strategically think about their business model, and they didn't make the shift. And as a result of it, none of those aren't around for the most part.
Exactly. You know, Kendrick says he used to sell Nokia. I can believe that. I don't think Kendrick, there's not a product on the market Kendrick hadn't sold yet. He's the only Army guy that had 17 jobs while he was in the Army.
Well, see, now my cousin Sharon has just said she actually owns a functioning BlackBerry Torch 4G. Okay, Sharon, but let's be honest now. And Sharon is in IT and telecom and all that, and brilliant, by the way. Thanks for joining us. But BlackBerry was the thing. Everybody had a BlackBerry, and now maybe 1-2 people even know they still exist, which is why I say for the most part. While they may not be obsolete, their market share is minuscule and for the most part.
Exactly. And one of my deacons had a BlackBerry. I think he's gotten rid of it now, but he was that Lone Ranger in this whole city of Houston that had a BlackBerry. So that's why we couldn't stay the same. Kendrick says my pockets needed me to adapt and overcome. I got you. So now let's examine companies who successfully adapted to ensure of their survival. Now I'm gonna give you a couple and then Dr. Nick is going to talk about a couple. But one that really comes to mind is Netflix, right? So remember the age of DVD rental? If you go back to way back in 1997, Netflix started mailing DVDs to customers, right? And you had to mail those back. Now they have over 109 million subscribers worldwide. Now it's hard to imagine not watching videos on demand. But back then, it was all about mail order. They transitioned their business so that you can have that on demand. And the CEO, Reed Hastings, had the vision to stream these movies over the internet directly into your homes. And for 10 years, they experimented and made that switch. Now they are the IT company. Now they've done a couple of transitions. Now they are known as the market disruptor. Okay, they now have their own movies, right? But they also are tech innovators of the day, along with some other giants: Facebook, Amazon, Google, and all this type of stuff. But Netflix really changed the way you consume entertainment. So they changed to survive and to be here. And that's what we're doing. Dr. Nick, why don't you give us a couple examples of that?
Hey, Sandra, Dr. Nick, before you go, I mean, like, just to take Netflix a little further, I mean, Netflix has coined it to the point that, like, literally when we stay home and veg out, we call it Netflix and chill.
Yeah.
Like, that has become a thing.
Netflix and chill. Yes. Absolutely. When you think about other companies, I think about the Yellow Pages. Who didn't have a copy of the Yellow Pages? Now, I do remember having Yellow Pages.
and you're not that young.
Yeah, I see. I know y'all going to try to chirp. But I do remember Yellow Pages. It's the iconic publication was once a vital part of a household. Like you needed a number, you needed a name, an address. You had to go through that yellow page and find that business. That was over 50 years ago. In 2017, the CEO, Richard Hanscott, he announced that the company's plan to stop printing in 2019. And they made a move to digitize the entire business process because why? Everybody is electronic, so why am I going to go flip through this book when I can go to Google, put the name and find? So they had to shift. They made the shift in transition with the rapid growth of digital and social media. And they have transformed the business model, but retained the Yellow Pages integrity by providing customers with the same service since the first publication back in 1966. Now, that may feel a little different not to have a tangible copy because everybody, this is what it's named, but Yell.com provides the same service, just quicker and faster, right? So they made that switch. They saw the times going. I mean, it would be really crazy to sit there and think that people are going to go to actual tangible books to look up businesses or phone numbers or anything like that. And so that's one company. And another one is Amazon. I'm waiting on a package right now, overnight. It's supposed to come by 10 o'clock tonight. But we know Amazon in 1994, Jeff Bezos started an online bookstore in his garage in Seattle. And then his idea soon became the largest internet retailer in the world. Amazon has taken the world by storm, and it started by offering billed as Earth's biggest bookstore, right? But since then, there has been an expansion. There's been the tech giant has definitely changed the way we consume. Like I don't know anybody that doesn't do Amazon. And we just finished Prime Day, Amazon Prime Day. How many boxes came to?
They have a holiday now.
Yeah. Who took it on Prime Day? Like Angela's like, yeah, right? Everybody, my whole timeline was blowing up about Amazon Prime Day. All right. So since then, you can get fresh food, same day delivery service, deliveries within an hour. I mean, our notion of convenience have been reinvented and will continue to be challenged by Amazon. And so Bezos sent out the same 1997 annual report letters to shareholders, highlighting the relentless focus to obsess over customers and the desire to make bold, rather timid decisions. You got to go. I always reference on one of my favorite guests that we had on the show previously, Marcus. He said, the market will tell you which way to grow your business. And Amazon is a prime example of that.
It's funny that you say Amazon was a prime example of that. I'm just going to leave that out there.
Yeah. No pun intended. Waiting on my Prime delivery as we speak.
That's right. Well, we know there's so many others as well. There's Walt Disney, Lego, Spotify, Kodak. And now we can add to the list BEI, which is now BE&I Group. We decided.
That's a song. Wait a minute, hold up. That sounds like a good song. BE&I. That's a new edition song right there.
Thinking about Beyonce, Me, Myself, and I. So BE&I got a thing going on.
We gotta make that a contest. Somebody who can come up with the hook for that. You gotta make it a contest.
Yeah.
Well, we don't care.
Yeah, all right.
We'll have something to add.
Kira gonna be
on
it.
He probably will. He's gonna stay up tonight and make some beats.
I know. Look, well, he got his hand in every line of business. He probably got a record studio. Oh, Kira, we love you. We love you, man.
Love it.
So, we decided, the three of us, when we were doing our strategic thinking, that it was time to really expand our business model, our customer base, and our revenue potential. In addition, we also know the world is changing, and we know the needs of business owners, they're changing. And if that's the case, we have to change. Words hold significance and have a profound effect on each individual. And as my friend and mentor Paul Martinelli always says, words matter. Use them wisely. And that's what we thought about. So despite our repeated claim that everyone is invited to join BEI, we also know that some people have expressed a sense of exclusion. And that was never our intent. We wanted to niche and support our minority business owners. However, we are also, our favorite color is green. So we're about making the money, and the things that we're teaching, the skills, our collective strengths can help any business owner. But specifically, again, we look because we know where our sweet spot is. And for those of you who follow us, we talk about niches, that 80-20. And so for 80% of those,
Cedric,
I'm gonna need you to stop.
Roars,
I'll be at the conference tomorrow. I ain't saying nothing. Anyway, I digress.
Oh, you just said green. I'm sorry.
Yeah, I just said green. But I love my AKA sisters. Don't get look, but that ain't what I said. All right.
You did not.
So again, we wanted to be able to help all people. And like I said, we came to realize really what our niche was consultants and coaches. Now we had, graphic designers, CPAs, vending machine owners, a different type of business owners in our boot camps. But what we found is we really thrive and support best consultants and coaches. And so that's the other part of the switch, right? We're really trying to focus on that group of individuals as we create this new model. So again, the Business Connection Masterclass.
And I think it's as we just think about the new directions that we want it to go, it's something that we always say we're the product of our product. Like even in our previous BEI, like we do what we say, right? We're not just giving theory, we're actually going through the process. And when we looked at it, we looked at the ability to impact, right? And to increase impact. And to do that, we saw a gap that we said, hey, we can fill, because during our Business Connection Masterclass, we take people through a journey, and that journey doesn't matter, as far as, who you are, as long as you're a business owner. We'll take you through the start process to latest, making sure that you have a solid foundation and learning how to understand your niche and who you serve. Everybody can do that. All coaches and consultants need to understand that. How many times do we get with people and we have a coach and consultant, they want to start a business, and you ask them who they help, and they said, I want to help everybody. Well, no. We need to go to the Business Connection Masterclass, right? So, we're going to take you through that process. And we know that there are so many people who want to help people in the consultant and coaching industry, but don't know how to build those systems to start your business, to grow your business, to have a sales call, have a discovery call. What is a discovery call? What do you say? How do you say it? How to move the commas, how to have multiple streams of income in your business. These are the things that we're going to go through in this connection class that connect you with the systems that you need. And then once you grow, start, and then you want to scale your business, how do you do that? Learning how to get your certifications, how to get contracting opportunities, learning how to prospect and increase your lead generation. See, these are opportunities that everybody who says they want to be a consultant, says they want to be a coach, you need to become a master at these things to grow, and scale your business. So I just love the direction that we're going in, because I see it as an opportunity to grow and impact. And that's what we're here to do, to actually help people. We're not moving from our initial desire to help business owners, we're expanding and focusing our reach. So I think that's a great thing. Just like all the other businesses that we mentioned before, we're moving, we're starting, we're growing, and we're scaling. So I think it's a wonderful thing.
Absolutely. It's a great thing, great direction for the organization. I've already heard feedback from people about it. It's a great day for us here at BEI. Now, let me say this as well. You know, when we think about people who want to come and join us in this journey and scale, start, grow, and scale their business, it's important that people understand that we're on a mission to influence, impact, and empower people, right? Influence, we want to have an impact on, we want to have an effect on you and how you do business, how you look at your business, how you think about your business, all of those things. We want to influence that. We also want to impact you, right? We want to have impact means have a strong effect on someone. We want to have such a strong effect on you that everything that you learn becomes a part of who you are. See, we are not just people who just teach you something or just say something. We're actually in our business every day. We're doing this every day. And when we tell you to take an action step, it's because we have already taken that action step. And in some cases, we are actually in the middle of taking that action step. So we want to influence you. We want to impact you. But ultimately, what we're trying to do is empower you. And empower means to help lift someone up, help them gain the self-confidence so they can go to another level. So they start feeling good about making that cold call. They start feeling good about put that proposal together. They start feeling good about taking whatever that next step is for their business, right? Go and get different certifications. And we'll in the masterclass, we talk about these different certifications that you really need to get for your business if you want to play on a large scale. You know, earlier today, I put a post out on my social media. I was talking to another gentleman that was in this coaching and training and coaching space. And he said, Cedric, my question to you is, I've been following you for a long time and I see all your posts and it's exciting, but is your business thriving? Is it generating revenue? So I answered him in a very specific way. Now, I don't do that for everybody that I talk to, but I wanted to make such an impact on him that I answered him this way. You can go and see the post. I gave him the numbers of my mid-July through August dollars revenue, right? And then I posed a question to him. I said, now you tell me, is my business thriving? Is it successful? Right? Now, we're just looking at a snapshot from mid-July through August, right? A snapshot. And he can go and look at this. And this is not my busy time of the year, right? So, but that's the type of influence, impact, and empowerment we want to have with you. So when you come to the master class, you leave with some things that you can take and utilize. You know, inspiring people is great, but I want to get you to do something. All right. This is not about shiny object, right? Because we're not trying to give you a shiny object. You can go fishing and see that in the water. What we're trying to do is to help you grow your business, to help you live the dream that you want to live in your business. Every one of you who are listening has a dream about where they want their business to go. That's why we're here. That's why we're doing what we're doing. We get to stay doing the same old thing, the same old way, with the same old people. But it's not about that. It's about growing. We didn't want to be the Blockbuster. We don't want to be Nokia. We don't want to be MySpace, right? Our job is to have a BE&I Prime Day. Mm-hmm. Our job is to have you saying BE&I when you are talking to someone? Have you gone to the BE&I masterclass? That's what we want. So in order to do that, we had to shift and the change. And I want to talk to our brothers and sisters out there. Don't think that we're abandoning you, because we're not. What we're doing is expanding our business so that we can continue to grow. You guys have been amazingly supportive, right? And I want you to know that. I want you to understand that. But for every business, if we want to be a global business, then we have to have a global focus. And we have to then make changes and shifts. And we may go down this path, and 5 years from now, we may make another shift or change. We may make a shift or change whenever. But I want you to understand something. Influence, impact, and empower. That's what we want to do for you and your business.
Thank you, Cedric. I really appreciated that, and the time that you even took to, of course, like you said, express our gratitude for everybody who jumped in for the original version of BEI. One of my favorite quotes, and I may not get it exactly right, but I loved, and this one from Muhammad Ali, when he talks about, if a man thinks the same at 50 as he did at 20, he hasn't grown. And it's the same thing for us. If our business model doesn't grow, doesn't change, Dr. Nick can speak to the fact that just last week, when teaching our membership group, she talked about business checkups. We take our bodies in for checkups. We take our cars in, but so many of us as business owners don't check on our business. Are we still serving who we wanted to serve? Is what we were doing needed still and needed the same way? For those of you who've even participated in the BEI original boot camp, I'm just gonna go back really quick. You'll notice that while we're still doing courses, some of you are thinking, man, I might need to sign up because I didn't get all them courses. Why is it that you think? Because from working with entrepreneurs through these last 3.5 years, we've come to understand that some of the things that we were teaching on could be put together. And then there was more things that people needed. So, really like prospecting and lead generation, like that's, a new course. Certs and contracts, that's a new revised course. Because we've taught these things in other spaces and places, but we've said this is one of the basic tenets to finding your ideal client in those 60 days, understanding these things. And so, you guys know us, myself, Cedric, Dr. Nick, we have been here since day one. And we want to continue to work with you, to support you, as Cedric said, impact, empower you, and at that level of influence. And so some of you, because you've seen what this course looks like, you're like, you know what? I want to jump in. We're having our our first, I guess I should say, Business Connection Masterclass this fall. And it's going to start on September 12th, 2023. And because you're hanging out with us tonight, guess what? You get a 20% discount. So here's the QR code. You can scan it and enroll right now. We'll be launching a new website. Like, there's so much more to come. But the other thing that I want to say, and then I'll step back for a second, is so many business owners too, they'll talk to us and they'll say, oh, I can't start my business yet because I don't have my website. Cedric, I know you've heard that, right? I can't start. And so anybody who's ever done anything with websites know you got to redirect URLs, and sometimes the website ain't ready the same day you are. But we model what we teach. There's always a way. There's always a way. So there you go, QR code. You want to join us in the masterclass? There's a way for you to do that.
I'm telling you, the tea tonight
The tea tonight.
Yes, yes. Let me get my sip.
Right here.
Tonight.
Here.
We got all kinds of variations. Cedric got real quick in the bottle. Dr. Nick got a solo cup. And I'm over here in my with my coffee cup.
Yes, you have her Laverne and Shirley cup with her A on it.
That's
See?
right. That's right.
See, I'm the only one that's showing you that I'm drinking real tea. You know, I don't know. They got some spiked tea over there in other places. I don't know.
We might be sipping on gin and juice. I don't know.
It's Long Island iced tea.
See, yeah, exactly. See? Oh man, I tell you. So you know, one of the things that when people come to the boot camp, they hear about me is about taking immediate action, right? I say it a lot during the boot camp, so that by the end of the boot camp, they know if they come talk to me, it's going to be about okay, it's nice to talk about it, but how we're going to get started right now, right away, right? I always like to give live examples because I want people to understand that I don't just say these things. It's the way that I live is what I do, right? And we're getting ready to start a new school year. And I was thinking literally 3 weeks ago, what was I going to do new and different for the upcoming school year? I buy socks from a particular manufacturer, and I reached out to them and said, hey, I want to do a program, back to school program for kids. And one person I was working with helped me come up with a name, and it's called Get Your Socks On, right? And I reached out to one of our previous boot campers. Doggone it. She's gonna kill me. So, all right, I forgot. I can't think of the name right now. It's not coming to me right now. But I reached out to one of our boot campers. That's crazy. So I said, look, I have this word. I need you to help me come up with, an acronym for it. For these, words for this acronym, socks. So I mean, literally, in
Robin.
Yes, I'm sorry, Robin. I do know you. Right now.
See, we had to hear the rest of the story. To know
Right. I was like, I don't know who he called.
Yeah. So Robin. I was testing them, Robin, to see if they were paying attention to me. But I reached out to her, and within a matter of less than 30 minutes, she came back to me and she gave me these words that we could use. And SOC stands for Seek Opportunities to Cultivate Knowledge and Succeed, right? Now, literally, I thought of this program 3 weeks ago. I reached out to the manufacturer, and we worked out something, and I have 2,000 pair of socks at my house right now that we're going to be giving away to students. Talking about immediate action, right? Mm-hmm. There's another program that we're going to be doing. It's the second part of our back to school program. Literally took 2 days for me to reach out to this one manufacturer. They made a custom product just for my company, and we're going to roll that out this year as well. So my point is about taking immediate action. You have an idea. You don't have to spend weeks, hours, days, months, and years thinking through all the scenarios. You have an idea and you put it into action. You have an idea, you put it into action. You have an idea, you put it into action. You have an idea, you put it into action. Now we have all this branded. I already have a company that made us shirts. I wore it today. Go look at my social media. You'll see it. Already have a double-sided banner that was produced and already have it. We had it posted today in one of the high schools today, right? We have other merch that's coming. It's in production. So it's an idea and we take action. That's what we teach you in the boot camp for your business. That's what I want you to take from. That's what we did in the boot camp. That's what we're going to be doing when you come to the masterclass, the Business Connection Masterclass.
And even at that, just as another example of taking action, the meeting we had to do this was what, 6 weeks in total?
Yeah. Yeah.
And in 6 weeks, we made the decision. We made the decisions all in one meeting. Let's just keep it real, right? Because again, me and Nicole didn't learn. We better show up to the meeting ready to make a decision.
Yes, guys. Because look, I had my notes. I was like, we're gonna make a decision today.
And we all showed up ready to think it to decide. And of course, y'all know the C in me record, so I can go back and play it over and listen. And then 90 minutes, we were done, and probably really not 90. And assignments were given. Boom, boom, boom. New logo. Do this. Do that. Mark. We took action, and so I just repeat that again to say, when Cedric says you'll learn to do it, he's really telling you the truth, because my business model has evolved as a byproduct of working through the BEI and working specifically with people like him, because it's we don't have long. It's time to do something. And so we got out there and we did. And like I said, we're all sitting here with shirts. And so like I said, again, we want to thank Patrick for the amazing work. And short notice, once we got the logos, it was like, okay, I got to turn this around quick. And I did surprise Cedric with some shirts and Nicole, but I wanted us to be ready.
And Nicole checked her mail.
Because she wasn't going to check it.
It's an inside joke. Sorry.
Yeah, but we say all that to say, we don't just talk the talk. Again, another one of my favorite quotes: "Who you learn from matters."
Yeah.
We are out here doing the things that we encourage other entrepreneurs to. And the last thing I'm going to say is, as you're following people and jumping all over the place and going to all these 100 different programs, watch how people move. Just watch how people move. Are they doing the things that they say they do?
Right.
You're
right, Jack.
And B Jack, just so we clear, it was UPS. So you wouldn't even answer for UPS, and I'm gonna leave it right there.
I was waiting for Amazon. I won't worry about UPS.
Amazon sends stuff by UPS sometimes, but go ahead.
But as you guys were talking, I was thinking, like, people are like, okay, great. They got a master class. There's so many master classes out there. What makes them different? And you guys both hit the nail on the head, is that it's the result-oriented, interactive part of the master class that makes a difference. Like, I've taken many master classes, everybody, that's a buzzword that you can go and just get information. And still, once you finish the master class, you're still in the same place that you were, and probably more confused once you started the master class, because it was just a bunch of information. There was no, okay, what do you do with this? How do you do with this? And I think it's important to note that, with our business connection masterclass, it's just not theory. Like, we're expecting you. There's an expectation that once you start, and we talk about this the first day that you get in there, we're going to let you know what the expectations are, is that you're going to learn and you're going to do. And you're going to learn and you're going to do. This is just not an opportunity just to take notes, just to say that you've been to a master class, which is a lot of master classes are. It's just regurgitated information. There's an expectation that you put to action what you're learning and report it out. Like, we want to know that you did it. Like, this is not a good faith. We have faith that you're doing, but this is not the good faith to say, oh, they're going to do it. We want to see the action, and we're going to hold you accountable to this process so you can start, grow, and scale your business. It's about the action. We can all have wish, we all have dreams, we all have things that we want to do, but if we don't hold each other accountable, if we don't actually learn, do the action and do the things that you need to do, it's all for naught. So I think you guys talking about that just makes us unique and separates us from all the master classes out there. That is just information given. And, people take these master classes and they say, they take it from very well-known people and, we'll put it on social media. I just took a master class from so-and-so. I just took it. Okay, now what you going to do with all that? I have no idea.
Exactly.
Right. So
Exactly.
I think having this understanding of why we're different and what we're here to do in this business connection masterclass is a game changer. So September 12th.
Make sure you get in. So, hey, we're going to close out the show here real quick. Angela, give us our new name.
We are the Business Excellence and Impact Group, BEI.
Nicole, let me hear you say it.
The Business Excellence and Impact Group, BEI.
The Business Excellence and Impact Group, BEI. You guys in the audience, you say it as well. Thank you guys very much. Hopefully you enjoyed the show. Hopefully you'll tell somebody else. Have a great evening, and we want to see you in the Business Connection Masterclass. Thank you, and have a good night.